from the pizza shop mystery. The crowded mall. Chapter 1, the crowded mall. Stay with me, don't get lost, Mr. Jansen told his daughter Cam and her friend Eric Shelton. It was late afternoon on the first day of school. Cam and Mr. Jansen were in the shopping mall. Cam and Eric needed things for school. The mall was crowded. Mr. Jansen looked into the stationery store. It was filled with people buying pens, pencils, crayons, notebooks, and other things. Let's eat first, Mr. Jansen said. Then we'll shop. Mr. Jansen looked around. Where should we eat? He asked. Cam closed her eyes. She said, click. I'm looking at the map we saw when we were coming in the mall, Cam said. Her eyes were still closed. Cam has an amazing memory. She says it's like a camera. I have pictures in my head of everything I've seen. Click is the sound my camera makes. We're near Mel's Pizza Shop, Cam said. Cam's real name is Jennifer, but because of her great memory, people started to call her Camera. Soon, Camera became just Cam. Cam opened her eyes. There it is, she said. She pointed Mr. Jansen, and let's see. Chapter 2, lots of tables, lots of noise. A man in front of the pizza shop called out, Hi, I'm Mel. Come in and eat the world's best pizza. Cam, Eric, and Mr. Jansen went in. There were a long line of people waiting to buy pizza. A boy in a yellow shirt was carrying a tray. On the tray were slices of pizza and cups of soda. Slices of pizza and cups of soda. A girl in a blue jacket rushed past him and out of the shop. A woman and two small boys walked past him too. Hey, the boy in the yellow shirt said to one of the small boys, you knocked my tray. Some soda spilled. I'm sorry, the small boy said. Mr. Jansen told Cam and Eric, please get a table. I'll wait in line. Cam and Eric went to the back of the shop. There were lots of tables. There was lots of noise too. Give me that, a girl shouted and grabbed a cup of soda from a boy. It's my soda, the boy said. He grabbed the cup, and the soda spilled on him, and the girl, Dana, an old woman called out, where are you? The woman was holding a tray with 2 slices of pizza and 2 cups of soda on it. There's an empty table, Cam said. Cam and Eric hurried to it. Cam put her jacket over the back of a chair. I'll tell Dad where we're sitting, Cam said. Cam went to the front of the shop. Eric followed her. It was almost Mr. Jam's turn to buy pizza. Cam told her father, we found a table in the back. Just sit there and wait for me. Mr. Jansen said, I'll find you. Then he asked what to do. What do you want to drink? Apple juice, Cam told him. I want apple juice too, Eric said. Cam turned and saw Eric. If you're here, he asked who is watching our table. Eric said, your jacket is. Cam hurried to the back of the pizza shop. Eric followed her. They couldn't find their table, and they couldn't find Cam's jacket. Chapter 3. You could be wrong. Pizza and apple juice, Mr. Jansen said. Where do we sit? Cam closed her eyes and said click. Then she said, I know where our table is. Cam opened her eyes. She led Eric and her father to a table. There was a tray with 2 slices of pizza and 2 cups of soda on the table. Someone else is sitting here, Eric said. No one was sitting at the next table. Let's just sit here, Mr. Jansen said. Let's eat before the pizza gets cold. They sat at the next table. Eric and Mr. Jansen started to eat. Cam didn't. She closed her eyes again, said click. I'm sure that's our table, Cam said. You know, Eric said, you could be wrong. Said click again. I'm not wrong, she said. Our table was in the corner. It was under the light. Cam opened her eyes. And my jacket, she said, was on the chair. She pointed. Your jacket, Mr. Jansen said. Mr. Jansen got up. I left it right there, Cam told her father. Mr. Jansen looked under the chair and the table. Cam, Eric, and Mr. Jansen walked from the table to table. They looked at the backs of every chair and under every table. It's lost. Mr. Jansen told Cam, your jacket is lost. Click, click, click. Cam and Eric followed Mr. Jansen to the front of their shop. My daughter put her jacket over the back of a chair, Mr. Jansen told Mel. Now it's gone. I'll find it, Mel said. He led Cam and Eric to Mr. Jansen's behind a counter to a big box. Your jacket is in there, Mel said. Everything we find is in that box. There were hats, gloves, scarves, a sneaker, and a baby shoe in the box, but not Cam's jacket. It's not in here, Cam told Mel. Maybe you left it in your car, Mel said. Or maybe you left it at school. No, Cam said. I know where I left it. She led everyone back to the table. She said I left it right here. Eric was still hungry. He picked up his half-eaten slice of pizza. Hey, this is cold, he said. Of course it's cold, Mel said. You left it there too long. go there. That's it, Cam said. Click, click, click. What is she doing? Mel asked. Eric whispered. Cam is looking at something. No, she's not, Mel said. Her eyes are closed, Mr. Jansen told Mel about Cam's amazing memory. Then Cam opened her eyes and said, an old woman in a yellow dress took my jacket, she thought. It was Dana's. She did, Mel asked. Dana has long brown hair, Cam said. She is wearing a blue jacket, jeans, and red sneakers. But how do you know, Mel asked. When I said click, I remembered that when we came into the shop, a girl wearing a blue jacket rushed past us. I think I remember her too, Mr. Jansen said. And then Cam said, when we were looking for a table, the woman in the yellow dress called out, Dana, Dana, Dana. She was holding a tray with 2 slices of pizza and 2 cups of soda, Eric said, and she left into our table. Yes, Cam said, she saw my blue jacket and thought it was Dana's. When she couldn't find her, she left the pizza, took the blue jacket, and she went looking for Dana. Mel said, you do have an amazing memory. I'll bet you have the best memory in the world. Chapter 5, The Very, Very Best. Cam hurried to the front of the shop. She walked to the center of the mall and looked for the woman. Eric, Mr. Jansen, and Mel followed Cam and looked too. Is that her? Mel asked and pointed to. No, Cam told him. It is that her? Mel asked again and pointed to. Cam told him. There they are, Mr. Jansen said. He ran to the old woman and a girl. Cam, Eric, and Mel followed him. I'm Mel, Mel said, from Mel's pizza shop. I'm Sarah, and I'm sorry, the woman told him. I took this jacket by mistake. She gave a blue jacket to Mel. Mel gave it to Cam. Dana said, I ran out of the pizza shop to look for my grandmother. Ma. Sarah and I took a jacket. I thought it was Dana's. Then I went looking for her. I know, Mel said and pointed to Cam. Cam told me she did, Sarah asked. But how did she know? Mel said Cam has a camera in her head. Sarah and Dana looked at Cam. Dana said, I don't see a camera. I just see red hair and freckles. It's her memory, Mr. Jansen explained. Her memory is like a camera. Oh, Sarah. And Dana said, I'm just glad you found each other. Mel told Sarah and Dana, and I'm glad I found you. Mel brought them back to his shop. He gave them all fresh slices of pizza. The pizza is good, Cam said. Eric, Dana, Sarah, and Mr. Jansen said it's very good. Of course it is, Mel said. It's the best